It wouldn't be a conversation with a member of the Blue Jays player development team if we didn't mention Vlad Jr., who continues to tear up the Midwest League, playing for Lansing in a year when he should be in his senior year of high school. We all know about the bat, great bat speed, good hand-eye, good contact, this and that, but we don't hear too much about how things are going at third base. And I think that, some people maybe question the decision to let a guy with his body type try to be a defender at third, but how is that process going? How does he look at third base to you?
Sure, he's improved a lot, in the last year or so there. One of his priority goals this year was improving his footwork and his first step quickness out there, and he's worked a ton with Danny Solano, our infield coordinator, Donnie Murphy out there, our hitting coach in Lansing, and he's committed himself to it 100%, and he's definitely made strides there. He's doing well. He's always had pretty good instincts out there, and decent hands and a strong arm. So we're definitely we're happy with where he is right now, and the plan is to still continue developing him as a third baseman.
Gil, because of how big a guy he is playing at the hot corner, can that potentially take more of a physical toll on him? And is there anything that he has to do in order to ensure that he doesn't wear down a bit more just being as big as he is at that position?
Without a doubt, I think with a guy like Vladdy in particular, but also in general with every minor league player we have, the focus on physical development, on work routines and recovery and staying optimally healthy and available for the entire season is a focus. But definitely with Vladdy, that's another area where he's prioritizing and, again, making strides there with our high performance department, but definitely an area there where we're paying close attention to.
A teammate of Vlad Guerrero Jr.'s who I think would get a lot more press if he wasn't playing on the same team as Vlad Jr. is Bo Bichette. And, this is one of my favorite guys in your system because he's just a fun player. He's got kind of a funky swing and a big leg kick, and he's a high energy player. He's got the hair flying out of the back of the helmet. I mean, you notice him on the field. Well, he's still young as well. I mean, he's probably just 19 as well. So what do you focus on with him as he is, along with Vlad Jr., one of the youngest players at his level right now?
Sure, Arden. I think you hit it on the head, man. He's an exciting player. He's intense. He competes, and he's got some real juice in the bat. And one of the biggest areas of his improvement has probably been on the defensive side. He did a lot of speed and agility work in the off season. I think it's noticeable when you look at his range and the way he moves there in shortstop right now, and that's certainly an area we're focusing on. And like you said, with his youth right now in Lansing, letting him play, letting him get his at-bats and get experience, and continue to be there for him with whatever he needs.
Gil, understanding it's only May, I'm curious in terms of when guys are tearing up a league the way Vlad Guerrero and Bo Bichette are to this point, at what and knowing that's just on the offensive end, at what point does it become, I don't want to say counterproductive, but does it stunt their growth a little bit to keep on hitting at the same level? And what benefits are there to sort of leaving a player at a certain level when they're dominating versus challenging them a little bit more?
Sure, and definitely that's something that we're looking into all the time as far as what's the optimal level for each player. And I think with those two in particular, there's a lot more than just numbers and results that we're looking at when we're evaluating where's the best place for them to be. What are they working on? How are their routines? How are they physically? How are they mentally? So a lot of those things we factor in, and I think right now for where those two players are at, it's probably a pretty good spot for them. But I think in time, and they'll probably tell us when they need to be challenged at a different level.